Okay, we're gonna do some stretching. So just basic stretches. We'll start with the upper body. So let's get moving into that. And so, of course, before we start stretching, we want to warm our muscles up a little bit. So let's just move them around a little. On a beautiful day like this outside, you go out lay in the sun for a few minutes, you should be good. But we do want to get some blood moving. So just back and forth. So we're gonna do the upper body. We just want to move around a little bit, get some blood moving. Opposite arms here. And just remember that stretching is not a warm up or a cool down. It should be done at its own time, its own session. And back and forth, and a little back and a little rotation here. Push out a little. All right, let's get started here. First thing we're gonna do, take both hands, kind of put them together, lock your thumbs together, lock your hands together, and just push. Round that back off, push, pull that tummy in. Push, 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 push. And then just bring them hands back, pull them shoulder blades back, arms back, pushing that diaphragm out. Now we want to hold these stretches for about 15 seconds. You hold them up to 30 seconds or so if you want. That's all that's necessary. Let's just repeat that. And so push forward, tighten, tummy up, round that back, push and stretch and stretch and stretch. And all right, let's bring that back, shoulder blades back, roll those heads back. Just bring them shoulder blades together in the back. Now let's just move our neck around a little bit forward. You can put a little pressure on there to just kind of give it a little stretch. Don't push too hard, just so you start to feel a stretch. And let's go to the back. And push here. And just a little bit of a stretch. And then over to the side. A little bit of stretch, just feel it right in here. Sternocleidomastoid. And let's go to the other side. All right, now as we get done with these, or if anytime you want to stop and do a few more of these basic stretches, just go ahead and do it. Okay, next one we're going to backhand stretch. So I'm going to grab a piece of wall or anything like that, and I'm just going to rotate my body away from my arm and my hand. So I'm moving forward this way. Shoulder is going that way. Now I'm stretching the bicep, stretching the shoulder, anterior part of the shoulder, and I'm working the pecs here. All right, now we're nice and lateral here to the floor. Let's go up here nice and high and just pull that one more time. All right, good. And let's do the other side, same thing. This shoulder's going that way. And up high. So you can do it down low, up high, it all works for you here. All right. Now I'm going to do a cross arm stretch. So coming across the body. Now I'm pulling away from this shoulder, going that way. And just pull, 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 pull. And if you like it, just roll that thumb back and forth. You'll feel that in the bicep stretching a little bit, especially as you roll that hand this way and the other side. Pulling, going that way. Roll that hand a little. Just kind of keep the muscles loose in there, keep that elbow lubricated and moving. All right, now grab a strap or anything that you've got here. I've got one of these green straps. And you can hold it, you can wrap it around, doesn't matter. Just like we do the resistance band, take it up overhead and just bring it back as far as you can. Good. And relax for just a second. Let's do that again. Now stretching is as important as your workout is. So the two things that a muscle does is elongate or stretch out and then contract. And they're connected. For a muscle to optimally contract, bring it on down. Now let's just take this behind us. For a muscle to work properly and contract properly, it has to stretch properly. It has to be able to elongate to its complete length and potential. All right, now we're just going to put a little outward pressure here, and I'm just going to bring my hands up, up, up as high as you can. And we can relax that. That's good. And like I said, at any time you can double up. You can do a couple of these, do some more of these if you want to. All right, I'll hang this up. Just basic stuff. All right, we're going to do a hook shot. So a nice wide stance here with feet shoulder width apart. And I'm just going to reach up here and take this hand up overhead, and I'm just reaching for that corner over there. Now you can take this hand and slide it down as far as you can, just reaching for the floor. Slide right down the leg. Yeah, good. And let's go to the other side. Reach, 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 reach. And very good. All right, a backhand stretch. Bring that arm up, elbow up. Drop that hand over your back here. And just pull some tension on that elbow. Now I'm doing these today for around the 15-second range. We're going to the other side, same thing. We have the elbow up high, arm over the back. And get a little tug on there. Just a little tug. You're going to feel that stretch back here. You're going to feel it in the chest. You're going to feel it in the tricep. All good stuff. Now while you're back there, go ahead. Pat yourself on the back there because you're doing a mighty fine job. All right, that's good. Okay, so that does for our upper body. So now go ahead and, if you'd like, stop this and do all of those again. That'll be good. And we're going to move on to the lower back stretches and get some of those done. So here we go. Get ready. Okay, now for our lower back stretches, we need to get our mat out. We need to place a little place on the floor, so get yourself ready. Get down on the floor, get your yoga mat or stretch mat, whatever you've got, a blanket, a rug, and let's get to it. All right, so our first one is going to be the human pretzel. So we're just going to cross over here. Get that body up nice and straight. My head is straight up. My shoulders are straight. My tummy is nice and contracted and tight. bring this hand back here for a brace and put this arm down here and just apply some leverage. Now I want to rotate my head as far around as I can as well. And that's good. And let's go to the other side. Cross those legs over. This arm is for support. And I'm putting some force on here. I'm trying to twist my upper body the opposite way as my lower body. And just hang on to that for a minute. And good. Okay, the next one is the twister. Now of all the stretches, this is the one where I hear the most oohs and ahs. So I got me a little pillow here so I can be nice and comfy. We're going to get ourselves spread out here. Arms out to the side for stabilization. We want to keep our shoulders flat to the ground and just drop this leg over. Now a little bit of resistance is going to just use the knee. Remember, keep them shoulders flat. And if you want a little more resistance, kick that leg out there and let it come on down. Now, if you have trouble getting this far over, if you're up here or whatever, don't let that shoulder come up back here. Keep them flat on the ground. And there we go. Let's go over to the other side. Same thing. You get yourself set up here. Arms out nice and wide. Start with the knee, bring it over. Let it roll. And then kick that foot out if you can. And just let that stretch. That weight of that leg, pull it down, pull down, pull down. Get that shoulder down. Mine's trying to drift. And there we go. Great. All right, that's a couple of lower back stretches. One more I always like to do. I know all of my clients have done this yoga block underneath the bottom of the pelvis there. And just sit into that. Let that drop down. And just relax from here. Now you want to stay in this one particular one, you want to stay here for about a minute, minute and a half. And then as you pull that out, you're going to feel that the hips have rotated slightly and your spine has leveled itself out. And so, great thing, you get up in the morning, feel a little unstable, use this block. You got to get it down here as far as you can. Find the end, the bone down here, and it's actually quite right at the top of the crack of your rear end. That's where you want to put that thing. And just relax. Relax. Just let the weight of your tummy pull down. Nothing is tense. I'm totally relaxed. I'm just laying here. After that, you're good. Pull that thing out. And just feel how good and firm that your back feels as you've done that. Oh, great exercise. All right, that's for the middle of our body there for our backs. And so now we're going to move on to lower body. Okay, lower body stretches. So first thing we're going to start with the hamstrings here in the back. Be sure if you took a break in between these that you warm yourself up again a little bit. And of course, if you can, like I always say, get in front of the TV, watch your favorite show. Sit on the floor and stretch. Ideal thing to do. So, and that way you don't have to give anything up or any extra time. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a hamstring stretch, standing hamstring stretch. And I'm just going to bend over. And just let that upper body hang. Let the weight of my upper body pull down and stretch out glutes and hamstrings.
You can do this seated. We'll do a seated one in a little bit. And this is good for the low back, the hamstrings.
All right. The next one is a standing quad stretch. And so you just need to hang on to something, anything, whatever you got. If you can do it without hanging on, that's fine. And we're just gonna grab back here and we're just gonna pull and just stand. Knee is straight down, shoulder straight down, posture is good, my head is straight up. And let's do the other side. Now you notice I grab my ankle. It's best to grab the ankle, not grab the foot and pull that foot back. We'll stretch the ankle out in a couple of other ways as we do this. So not necessary to do it now. And actually it can be injurious to the ankle and the tendons in the foot. Keeping that down, stretching that quad right through here and the lower abs. Next one is we're going into a runner stretch. So nice long stance here. And I'm just going to lean in a little bit. Bring those hands down. And just lean forward. Bring that back leg up. Leaning forward. The toes are stretched now, they're being flexed. Legs, hips. All right, bring that down. And let's just go to the other side. And let's grab some mat here. Lean forward. Bring that leg up in the back, head's coming up, looking where I'm going. Now as you're doing this, I'm tightening this quad back here just a little bit to keep that leg straight. And of course this is hip flexibility. And good. All right, just go ahead and sit down now in a seated position. We're going to do a groin stretch, adductors. Lots of ways to do these, but these are simple. So we're just going to sit. Just let those knees fold out. I want to have good posture here. I'm upright. You want to increase this stretch a little bit. You can lean forward. Don't round your back off. Keep your posture nice and straight and just hinge at the hips. Leaning forward, little pressure, I'm pulling a little bit here. Yeah. Now if you find that your knees are up here like that, you might want to put a little pressure in here, push down on them a little bit. Yeah. We're working inside of the legs here. Good solid posture, up and nice and high. All right, good stuff. All right. Next one is the side-to-side stretch, the abductors. All right, we're going to get this leg out here like this. Bring this one up. And we're going to go down into this position here. Use a hand for some stability. Stretching all of these muscles in here. You can use two hands. And just let's go to the other side. Same thing, coming up and leaning over. Lengthening those muscles out, stretching them out. The better they stretch, the better they contract, stronger you will be. All righty. Now we're going to do a standing glute stretch. Again, grab hold of something. You're gonna grab here and just pull up. So we can do it with both hands. If you've got balance, working on the balance. If you need to hang on to something, do it. You can put a chair here, whatever works for you. And good. And the other side. Pull that up, pull that up. You can lean against the wall if you needed to do this. But the balance is a good component. So if we can do those two things, get a good little stretch going here, plus some balance. Already killing two birds with one stone. Can't beat those kind of things. Those are good odds. All right, let's drop that down. We got 3 more to do here. Two more. All right, we're gonna do a calf stretch. And so we're just gonna lean into that forward here like this. You can lean up against the wall, this way. That works just forward, forward, forward. Drop that knee down just a pinch there, put a little pressure on the back of that leg. Those calves do like to tighten up. We'll stretch that out and let's just go to the other side, same thing. Now, of course, many people will do this, they'll put their foot up high on the wall. We do it with a yoga block. Get the front of the foot up. And beautiful, beautiful. All righty. And the last one we're going to do is a down-facing dog hamstring stretch. So just get down here. And what we're doing here is we're pushing those heels down. Try to straighten those legs out and push, 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 push down. Don't push down hard. Just you want to just feel a slight little tension in the back of the legs. You're going to feel it in the calf. You're going to feel it in the hamstrings. And marvelous. Okay, so all of these you can do sitting in the floor, watching TV, hamstring stretch, you know these. One leg out, other leg out, reaching down that leg, reach down here to that foot, and just rotate around from one stretch to another here, just like that. And move around. I can sit and watch TV while I'm doing this. And get this taken care of. Remember, you got to stretch every day. Every day. In those countries where they practice flexibility all the time, they have the highest quality of life. And so, they've been doing that for a long, long time, thousands of years. So that's got to mean something. All right, so sit on the floor. Stretch, stand up and stretch. The benefit to standing is that we can get some balance into that stretch as well. And of course that makes killing those two birds with one stone. All right, you need to repeat this, use it regularly. This is level 1, basic stretching. I'll put just a picture of all the stretches at the end of the video. I'll put a link so you can copy that or copy it to your computer or use it if you want to. And then we'll turn around, we'll do some more coming up soon. We'll do a level 2 where we get a little more intense with our stretching. Have a great day.